Every single morning that your eyes open and you hear that alarm, that's not just another day, that's another shot. That's a brand new opportunity you've been given. You didn't have to wake up. A whole lot of people didn't. That breath you just took, that's a gift. And if you woke up with the ability to move, speak, see, hear, and think even just enough to get yourself up and out of bed, you are already ahead. You're not behind. You're not failing, you're not forgotten, you're already blessed. You just gotta recognize it. But see, the world is loud, life is busy. You wake up and you've got text messages waiting. Emails, bills, family problems, drama, responsibilities. All that noise will rush in the second you let it, and if you don't take control of your mind first thing in the morning, life will take control of it for you. You'll find yourself reacting instead of responding. Surviving instead of thriving, so you gotta set the tone. You gotta speak to yourself before the world speaks to you. The first thing you say when your feet hit the floor should be, "Today is mine." Own it. Claim it. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait to feel good. Don't wait for the coffee to kick in. Before you even brush your teeth, you need to look around and say, "This is the day I've been given. This is my stage, my lane, my shot." It doesn't matter if yesterday was a mess. Doesn't matter if last week almost broke you. The past is not in charge of today, you are. When you start the day with ownership, you stop waiting for good things to happen and start making them happen. That's power. Now the second thing, and this one's crucial, tell yourself, "I am enough." See, the world is real good at making you feel like you're not. Social media will have you thinking everybody else has it figured out. You scrolling through highlight reels comparing your behind the scenes mess to their filtered perfection. You start wondering, why don't I look like that? Why don't I live like that? Why don't I have that car, that house, that body, that relationship? But let me tell you something. You don't need to become anybody else to be valuable. You don't need to change your voice, your story, or your face to be worthy. You're enough right now, not when you lose weight. Not when you make more money, not when you get more followers. You are enough with the scars, with the flaws, with the lessons you're still learning. The world will always try to sell you a version of yourself you've got to buy, but the truth is you're already priceless. When you wake up in the morning and speak that truth over yourself, you protect your identity from the lies that will come later. You won't need validation from broken people when you've already spoken truth to your own soul. Now, number 3, and I know this one hits home for a lot of people, you gotta tell yourself, "I forgive me." I know you made mistakes, join the club. Every single person walking this earth is carrying something they wish they could undo, unsay, or unlive. You hurt people, you wasted time, you broke your own heart chasing something that wasn't for you. But here's the deal, you've got to let it go. You can't move forward if you're dragging the weight of yesterday behind you. You asked God for forgiveness, good. He gave it, now give it to yourself. You can't keep punishing yourself for something that's already been redeemed. You can't keep revisiting a chapter that's been closed. Life is not about being perfect. It's about learning, evolving, growing. If you keep talking down to yourself for the past, you'll never have the strength to build your future. Let it go. Wake up in the morning and say, "I made some wrong turns, but I'm still on the road. I forgive me." That kind of self-forgiveness is where healing starts. That's where confidence grows. That's when you stop hiding behind shame and start living in freedom. Some of you are still waiting to become the best version of yourself, but you've got one foot stuck in regret. No more today. You speak forgiveness over yourself, not because you're proud of what happened, but because you deserve to move on. Now let's talk about number 4, because this one right here determines everything else in your day. I control my attitude. See, life is gonna test you. People are gonna press your buttons. Somebody's gonna cut you off in traffic. Your kids might act wild before 9 a.m. Your phone might ring with bad news. But guess what? None of that controls your peace. Your attitude is your choice. You can't always change the circumstances, but you can always change your response. That's what separates the emotionally wealthy from the emotionally bankrupt, not what happens to them, but how they respond to it. Every single morning, before the chaos begins, you have to decide, I choose peace today. I choose patience. I choose joy. You say that before the noise comes, so when it does, you've already built your shield. You don't have to carry yesterday's anxiety into today. You don't have to absorb someone else's anger and wear it like it's yours. You've got to take that power back, because too many people are walking around letting situations they can't control dictate their mood, their energy, their joy. No more. From now on, you walk into your day already centered, already grounded, already committed to choosing a better attitude. That don't mean the day's gonna be easy. It means you'll be stronger than whatever it throws at you. Now here comes number 5, and I need you to let this one sit in your spirit real deep. My dreams are still alive. I don't care how long it's been. I don't care how many setbacks you've had. I don't care how old you are. If you're still breathing, your dream is still beating. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's dead. Just because people don't believe in it doesn't mean it's worthless. Just because you had to put it on hold doesn't mean it's been canceled. Dreams don't die, they wait. They wait for you to believe in them again. They wait for you to get serious again. They wait for you to mature, to learn, to grow into the person who can carry the weight of them. So when you wake up and it feels like nothing is moving, when you're tempted to give up, you speak life back into your dream. Say, it's still in me, I can still feel it, I still want it, I still believe it. That's how you resurrect your purpose. And maybe the reason it hasn't happened yet is because God is still working behind the scenes, preparing the right place, the right people, the right season. Maybe he slowed it down not to punish you, but to protect you. You gotta trust that delay doesn't mean denial. You gotta believe that just because it's taking time doesn't mean it's off the table. You're not forgotten, you're in development. Don't rush it, don't force it. Just keep showing up, keep speaking to it, keep watering that vision, because one day, when you least expect it, that dream's gonna bloom, and when it does, it's gonna be worth every tear, every no, every setback, every long night you wanted to quit. And now number 6, and this one might be the most important for some of y'all waking up tired, discouraged, or overwhelmed. I'm stronger than I feel. See, your feelings can fool you. They'll whisper lies in your ear first thing in the morning. They'll tell you you're weak when really you're just worn. They'll tell you it's hopeless when really you're just low on faith. They'll tell you you can't go on when you've already survived worse. Don't let your feelings define your truth. You are not your emotions. You are not your fears. You are not your doubts. You are the strength that keeps showing up even when you feel broken. You are the resilience that keeps getting out of bed even when your heart is heavy. You are the faith that keeps hoping even when nothing looks promising. That strength isn't loud, it's quiet, it's steady, it's in the decision to keep going one more day. So when you wake up and the pressure is heavy, when the anxiety is loud, when the sadness creeps in before the sun is up, remind yourself who you are. You are stronger than this moment. You have survived everything life has thrown at you so far. That's not by accident, that's by grace and grit. And if you made it through that storm, you can handle this one too. You don't have to feel strong to be strong. You just have to keep moving, keep breathing, keep believing. And when you do, when you start your day with that kind of inner dialogue, you're not just getting through the day, you're conquering it. And all of this, all 6 of these truths, they build on each other. When you claim your day, when you accept that you are enough, when you forgive yourself, choose your attitude. Believe in your dream and stand on your strength. You don't just survive the morning. You rise. You lead. You become unshakable. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop waiting and start walking in purpose, because life's not waiting on you to figure it out. It's waiting on you to speak it out. To declare who you are, what you believe, and how you're going to show up, not when things get easier, but now, first thing in the morning, before you even step out the door, because how you start your day determines how you live your day. And how you live your days, that's how you build your life. When you wake up in the morning, you're stepping into a brand new opportunity to rewrite the script. Yesterday may have left you tired, worn down, frustrated, and maybe even a little broken. But you're not waking up in yesterday, you're waking up in today, and you've got to start speaking to your future instead of arguing with your past. You've got to feed your spirit before the world feeds you chaos. And that's why you keep going down that list every single morning. So you already told yourself that you're enough. You forgave yourself. You said your dreams are alive. You claimed your day. But let me tell you something. None of that will matter if you forget to say, I'm grateful. You've got to wake up and speak gratitude out of your mouth before the day even gives you a reason to smile. Because if you're waiting on circumstances to make you grateful, you're gonna live on a roller coaster your whole life. Up when it's good, down when it's bad, but real strength, real growth, that starts when you say, I'm thankful not because everything's perfect, but because I've got purpose. You see, gratitude shifts your perspective. You can't be bitter and grateful at the same time. You can't complain and be thankful in the same breath. So when you roll out of bed, before you even check your phone, take a deep breath and say, thank you. Thank you for breath. Thank you for strength. Thank you for another chance, even if the bills are piling up, even if the pain is still healing, even if you don't have all the answers. When you speak gratitude, you train your mind to look for what's right instead of what's wrong. And when you learn to appreciate the little things like a peaceful morning, like running water, like a second chance, the big things start to come to you with less stress, because the universe responds to a grateful heart. You attract more when you appreciate what you already have. You elevate faster when you stop taking blessings for granted. You become magnetic when you speak thankfulness before the miracle shows up. But gratitude is not just about feeling good. It's about building discipline. Some mornings you don't feel thankful. You wake up angry. You wake up confused. You wake up doubting everything. That's exactly when you need to open your mouth and say it anyway. Because gratitude isn't just for the good days, it's the fuel that helps you get through the bad ones. It's how you take control of your mindset before negativity takes control of you. Now, once you've spoken gratitude, you've got to follow it with this. I expect good things today. That might sound simple. It might even sound naive to some people. But let me tell you, there's power in expectancy. Most people wake up expecting nothing, and they get exactly that. They roll out of bed, go through the motions, and walk into the world defeated before they've even started. But you're not doing that anymore. You've got to wake up with the belief that something good can happen today. Not because you're perfect, but because you're positioned to grow, positioned to learn, positioned to receive, because even in the midst of difficulty, opportunity still exists, but you'll never see it if you don't expect it. You've got to train your eyes to look for possibility, not problems. You've got to train your heart to believe that something is working in your favor, even if you can't see it yet. When you expect good things, your energy changes, you walk different, you speak different. You carry yourself with a quiet confidence that says, I know who I am and I know what's coming. People will feel that. Doors will respond to that. Expectancy is magnetic. You've got to believe that there are blessings with your name on them that haven't been delivered yet. And every time you wake up, you're getting one step closer to them. So you don't wake up talking about what could go wrong. You wake up talking about what could go right. You speak life, not fear. You look in the mirror and say, something good is going to happen for me today. That doesn't mean you ignore reality. That doesn't mean you're delusional. That means you've chosen faith over fear, hope over hopelessness, belief over doubt. That means you're focused on what's possible, and that mindset alone puts you ahead of the majority. And now let's talk about something a little deeper, something most folks don't want to deal with first thing in the morning. You've got to tell yourself this truth. I don't need everyone's approval. That one right there will free you. Because let's be real, too many of us wake up and immediately start looking for validation. We check our notifications, our likes, our messages, hoping somebody else tells us we're good enough, hoping somebody else sees us, hears us, values us. But let me drop a truth bomb on you. Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna understand your journey. Not everybody is meant to clap for you, and that's okay. You don't need them to. You didn't wake up to please people. You woke up to walk in purpose. You woke up to become who you were created to be, not who other people expect you to be. When you learn to detach from the need for constant approval, you step into real power. You stop chasing validation and start chasing vision. You stop apologizing for being bold. You stop shrinking to make other people comfortable. Approval is a trap. You could do everything right, and somebody will still find fault. You could bend over backwards and someone will still say you didn't do enough, but when you wake up in the morning and remind yourself, I don't need everyone to agree with me, I don't need permission to succeed, I don't need applause to be authentic, you take your soul back. You stop performing and start living. You'll find out something beautiful, too. The moment you stop needing approval, the right people start showing up. The kind of people who see your value without you having to prove it. The kind of people who don't just tolerate you, they celebrate you. But you only attract those people when you're brave enough to be your full self, regardless of who likes it. And finally, when all is said and done after you've claimed your day, affirmed your value, forgiven yourself, chosen your attitude, thanked your blessings, expected good, and released the need for validation, you've got to wrap it all up with one last declaration. I will finish what I start. That right there, that's the difference between winners and talkers. Because starting is easy, finishing, that's where the battle is. It's easy to wake up with motivation. It's easy to make a to-do list. It's easy to talk about goals and plans, but how many times have you started something and never followed through? How many dreams are gathering dust? How many books are half read, projects half done, plans half lived? And I'm not judging you, I've been there, we've all been there. Life gets in the way, fear creeps in, doubt starts whispering, but you've got to make a new decision every morning. I will not quit on me. You've got to be the kind of person who follows through. Who shows up even when it's hard, who stays consistent even when it's boring, who keeps grinding even when nobody is watching. That kind of person builds legacy. That kind of person becomes unstoppable. Not because they're the smartest, not because they had all the connections, but because they decided, I'm gonna finish. You finish the workout, you finish the call, you finish the task, you finish the season, the chapter, the vision. You don't ghost your own progress, you don't betray your own potential. You speak it every single morning, I finish what I start. And when it gets tough, when the fire dies down, when the mood fades, that promise you made to yourself will keep you moving. Discipline beats motivation every time. Integrity means doing what you said you would do, long after the feeling you said it in has passed. And that's why this declaration matters so much. You build your confidence every time you follow through. You strengthen your identity every time you keep your own word. And one day you'll look around and realize you didn't just start a better life. You finished building it. So when that alarm clock rings and the sun creeps through the blinds, don't just wake up, rise up. Rise with purpose, speak with power, set the tone for your entire day with intention. The world will try to shake you, distract you, discourage you. But when you've already spoken truth over yourself, when you've already declared your strength, your value, your direction, there's nothing life can throw at you that you can't handle. You've got 9 truths. 9 declarations, 9 reminders that you are not weak, not lost, not defeated. You are chosen, you are capable, and you are ready, morning after morning, word by word, step by step. You are becoming exactly who you were meant to be. Not by accident, not by luck, but by decision, by declaration, and by action. Keep going, keep showing up, keep speaking life. Because how you talk to yourself in the morning is how you build a life that won't break when the storms come. And believe me, they'll come, but you'll be ready every single day. So let me leave you with this: every morning you wake up is a new opportunity to take command of your life. Not just your schedule, not just your goals, but your spirit. Because the world don't owe you encouragement, it won't hand you confidence, it won't whisper purpose in your ear. That's your job, that's your responsibility. Speak over your life before the world tries to speak against it. Build your faith before the day tries to break it. Set your tone, lock in your vision, and remind yourself. You are enough, you are forgiven, your dream is alive, today belongs to you. Gratitude is your weapon, blessings are chasing you. Validation is not your currency, and you will finish what you started. You're not just getting through life anymore, you're building it. And the foundation starts with what you tell yourself when the world is still quiet, when the room is still dark, when it's just you and the mirror. That's when the real work happens. That's when champions are made. So tomorrow morning, don't just wake up, rise up. And don't just talk, declare. Because the words you speak will shape the world you walk in.